There's a lot of reasons that clients won't want to settle a case, and the one I think that is the most reasonable in some ways is they feel like whatever happened to them, the circumstances, facts surrounding like their injury or incident, their case, needs to be put on public display through like a jury trial and be like a part of the public record forever and be a story, and they don't want to settle for that reason. I think that's a good reason to not want to settle a case, actually, because that's true. Like if you have some like confidential settlement that ends up being everything done behind the scenes, you see that a lot in the news, like, oh, it's undisclosed terms, undisclosed amounts of money, but they resolved the issue, right? And that's usually when whoever the defendant in a case is really scared of the public scrutiny that they would face if it was a public trial, because whatever they did was like a really bad look. There's definitely good reasons to not settle a case, and then there's reasons that are not so good. But at the end of the day, a lawyer's job is to represent the interests of their client, and like that's a weird balancing act of like, look, like you could really harm the amount of money that's at stake here, because there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong for the plaintiff in a trial that could seriously damage the value that's being offered by an insurance carrier before a trial. And there's some information that like the plaintiff knows about and the plaintiff's lawyer knows about that like we know about it now, and it might not come out at trial, but if it does, it could seriously tank the value of it. So like there's a lot of calculated risk about going into a trial that you have to explain really thoroughly to a client. And like in a case like that, like I would make every effort to explain to somebody like, look, you are potentially missing out on hundreds of thousands of dollars if you want to push this to a trial. And ultimately it's their decision though, right? Like that's the other reality. Like if they really want to take it to a trial, I have to be prepared to do it and like do the best possible job I can, even if I don't think it's the best idea for them. I have to be willing to like take it there and be like, all right, like we're a team, that's what we do. You know what I mean? Like you're in charge, like you hired me and this is your case and you're the leader. So like I gotta listen ultimately to what they want to do, even if it's not what I would have chosen for myself.